Sup, you chuckle fucks? It's your boy Dark Raku here with What If Issei was cheated on and became a hollow or an Arrancer. Actually, maybe I should just change it to Arrancer Issei. Not the point. What's it called? Other than that, let me begin to this What If. Let me shut the fuck up and let me begin because I woke up this morning around 6, went in the bathroom, washed up. Other than that, I thought I was going to work and it's literally 9 o'clock. And I haven't slept. I probably should have just slept and just kind of saved my energy, but I didn't. But yeah, but I'm kind of awake now. I did kind of fall asleep a while ago, and then I just woke back up. I thought I heard knocking, but I think that was just my paranoia playing tricks on me again. Actually, it's actually the first time in a long time that my paranoia does that. Huh, weird. I thought I heard like stern knocks, but I think that was just my paranoia. I think I was like half asleep, half awake, or whatever. If you guys ever experienced that, that was just me kind of experiencing it after like I don't know how many years, but I think like actually I don't think I ever experienced that, but other than the fact that mostly I'm just half tired half the time. Or that's just the devil trying to play a trick on me, saying, "What's up, motherfucker?" He's just trying to wake my ass up. Like, nah, motherfucker, get the fuck out my house. Like, nah, get out of here. But other than that, I'm just rambling on at this point. Other than that, let me begin. Just what if? Let me shut the fuck up and let me begin. So we're gonna begin into this what if, into part 2, because I have a great ass idea on how to take the story. Other than that, let me begin and let me kind of start. After mostly Issei completely ignoring and just kind of walking away from Moriyama, we go into mostly a time skip of Issei just kind of being completely different around the ORC. The reason why I kind of say this is because when Issei walked in there, his aura, his confidence, his maturity was all different. Instead of playing kind of kiddish or whatever, or kind of acting somewhat like a pervert, he was so stoic and cold. That motherfucker was bone-chilling cold. This is where, well, everyone's kind of unnerved with Issei's kind of maturity. Now, Rias was, like, kind of ignoring Issei. She wasn't really fully paying attention to him, unlike the others. Like, Akano notices shit, Kiva, Gasper, Irina, Zenovia, even freaking Rasa Weiss noticed the coldness of Issei. But this is where Issei had a distant look in his eye. He really did not want to be here one fucking bit in front of this red hair fucking whore. Pretty much, no. Like, this man was like, really, if he had the power, he probably would have killed her. Actually, no, he does have the power. He just doesn't know how to control it fully. He might be an Arrancar, but that doesn't mean that he knows how to control all of the powers and abilities. He knows one ability out of instinct, and that is Settle. Now, he knows the, like, what's it called? The Settle, just like the one that you, like, send an attack. Like the huge blast. But he still doesn't know how to control that fully. Until he learns and masters in how to control all of this, like, hollowish powers and the fact that he became an Arrancar by ripping off the mask in an instant. He's actually also considered to be somewhat at the same level as a Vassalord if he uses Sacred Gear, the boosted gear. But that's just if he wants to. But right now, he's just trying to train his body into actually getting used to the fact that he's just became an Arrancar for only 2 days, as you mentioned. Yes, 2 days in the human world. Now, the reason why he's still in the human world and not in Wakamundo or like straight up just somewhere the fact that people can still see him is that he's not fully dead. He might have became a hollow when he died, but even though he became a hollow, rip off the mask in an instant, his body was still on the ground, still with the evil pieces. And of course, he just decided to submerge his body back into the human body, merging his human side and his Arrancar side together, making him still kind of an Arrancar human somewhat. So being able to be seen, and his abilities still being able to be used. So yeah. Because if he didn't do this, he probably would be like a ghost walking into school and people, like certain people can see him and they'll be going crazy. Because, yeah. But of course, he managed to do that. Now, of course, Diedrich has explained this to him that he has done something like this. He doesn't know what exactly Issei is, but Issei only thought one word in his head, Arrancar. This is where, well, mostly Dietrich did not know what an Arrancar was, but this is where Issei says, you mean Arrancar. Mi amigo, se llama Arrancar. This is where, well, mostly Dietrich was confusing where the fuck the Spanish comes from. Like, where the fuck did he learn Spanish? This is where, well, Issei has, I have no fucking clue, but I'm gonna use this to the best capable abilities I want to. Yeah, Issei might be cool as shit, but he's still going to be a troll. But this is where, well, mostly Issei kind of just there sitting. His aura is a little bit different from just a normal devilish aura. It's much more darker than a normal devilish aura, because hollows are beings surpassing devils. This where, well, just because devils still feel emotions and the fact that they also kind of have a sin with them, but they don't have a death aspect about them. Mostly what I mean is death aspect, I mean like the death aspects for like the hollows. Because hollows have different aspects of them. Like the death version of whatever. Like, what's it called? Stark has loneliness or whatever it was called. You get the point. Mostly Issei has the aspect of betrayed. But yeah, pretty much he has the death aspect of betrayed. So of course, mostly, truly, his aura is much more darker than the motherfucking devil. And it's quite scary to feel that, because an angel can be right next to him for only like 5 seconds and she's terrified. Yes, Irina is terrified being next to Issei. She doesn't know why. She usually isn't terrified of devils. She's kind of annoyed, but not too much. She's just always kind-hearted. But with Issei, it feels different. It feels like she's standing next to like a dead person. Which entirely she's not wrong, because Issei did die, submerged his Arrancar body, mostly his hollow body, who was mostly a ghost somewhat, but then it was an Arrancar, physically just changed it, well, shoved his like Arrancar most body, or that sounds wrong, mostly shoved his soul, Arrancar, whatever body, into, well, mostly the human body, to merge it together with Dietrich's luckily helping also. So Dietrich actually managed to also transform the body itself somewhat to a dragon, but he can't submerge what's called a soul fragment that Issei now is, or whatever the hell he is entirely is. So entirely, his soul can never be hurt. And I mean, he can always get out of his soul body and just be in a Arrancar and straight up just be not hurt too much. Then again, mostly the Arrancar did merge with the dragon aspect a bit, changing him into an Arrancar, well, mostly a hollow dragon, making him be immune to actually dragon slaying weapons. Because if they don't have the Shinigami aspect to them, then it doesn't hurt him. Yeah, pretty much he kind of become a little bit busted with that. But not the point. Just where, well, mostly Issei kind of just like, Just where, well, he's thinking in his head. He's actually ignoring everyone in this goddamn ORC and thinking and talking to his dragon like a mature, responsible Red Dragon Emperor should do. Or a hollow Dragon Emperor, because that's his new name. This is where, well, mostly Dietrich says, okay, Issei, we're gonna have to talk about stuff. Okay, what is that? First of all, we gotta figure out what exactly your new ability, powers, and other stuff is. Also, I can't believe you're not actually killing that red hair in an instant. Oh, don't worry. If I had the chance, I would've fucking sent a settle straight to her head. Oh, luckily I'm here to calm you down. Yeah, if you weren't here and you were asleep, there's a good chance we would've become a stray target. And of course, chased by the whole supernatural. Got it. Let's not do that. I know, I'm not stupid. This is where Issei said, I'm so happy you matured. I know you mature in such a way that I really do not wish upon my worst enemies. But still, Issei, look at you go. You're amazing. Issei says, thanks, I guess. But I'm sorry about that. But other than that, we should kind of figure out a way how to control your abilities. You don't feel hungry, do you? I always have this very hunger for souls for some reason. This is where Dietrich says, okay, that could be some kind of weird effect from your new ability, Arrancar, or whatever the hell you said. This is where he says, otra vez, mi amigo, se llama Arrancer. This is where Dietrich says, can you stop using your goddamn, just, no. I feel like you can literally raise up a bunch of girls with that. I don't really care about actually dating right now. I'm still straight. Yeah, I'm still straight. But I'm not really care about dating right now. Which I'm surprised. Are you still going after your pursuit to become the harem king? This is where Issei thinks about it in his head, and this is where Issei then remembers someone, and this is where Issei says, no, I'm not. What I'm gonna pursue is to become the strongest, and I want to become a king myself. This is where Dietrich says, does that mean you're not going to be the Opie Dragon anymore? God, no, that's such a stupid name. Now that I think about it, I've matured so much, and God, that's such a stupid name. Okay, I'm also needing to kind of talk to Sir Zex about mostly his sister. What, are you gonna tell him the truth? No, I'm gonna fucking break off the marriage. Shit, let's do that shit. Exactly. Now, the fact that I'm no longer a devil from what you're saying to me, yeah, this is where Dietrich told him, pretty much what I found out about the evil pieces you have inside your body, instead of corrupting your body, they became purely white. They literally became purely white. Also, I should mention one thing. Have you noticed one thing about your chest? What? The fact that you have a hole in your fucking gut? Yeah, I kind of did notice that. Well, it's not a gut, it's mostly at his heart. Well, mostly, I was thinking of putting the hole, mostly his hollow hole, to be near his heart, because of the fact that he got betrayed and shattered, now he just has a hole there. But at the same time, I also thought of it near his abdomen, being near his gut, because that's just the aspects of mostly how Issei is. He usually is quite guts. Well, mostly he was always just a, kind of always a brute brutality and guts and power and raw power, and yeah. But instead, I might just do it to the heart. Have you noticed that your fucking heart is not there? Existence at all? There's just a fucking hole there? This is where teacher questions. This is where, well, she says, I mean, when you say it like that, it's not weird, is it? These are tricks. You're lucky none of the girls are right now sleeping with you, because they would be questioning you so much about why there's a fucking huge asshole the size of your hand in your chest and you're not dead. I mean, think about it like this. When an enemy tries to pierce me through the heart, what are they gonna hit? Shit, you're right. That's actually a good idea. Just, let's talk, what's it called, Valerie next time. Now, Valerie is actually a female in this one, but not the point. She's a mostly Valerie Lucifer female. But this is where, well, mostly Issei says, yeah, that'd be kind of funny just to see her think that she killed me, but entirely I would have kicked her right in the side of the head. This is where, well, Dietrich says, exactly, just to confuse the shit out of Alvia and the others. Also, I have noticed one thing, but I don't know if your new Arrancer powers might have affected my draconic colors, because if they did, you either go into, when you kind of use Balance Breaker, you either go into, you become a pink dragon or a purely white dragon. Please, 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 please tell me I'm gonna become white. I'd rather become white than fucking pink. I refuse to be pink. This is where Dietrich says, exactly. I don't think you want to be pink. No shit. Or just leave it crimson red, but I have no clue if that will work. Who really knows? Also, I'm so happy that your draconic mask or whatever the hell that was when you broke it off from your face, luckily didn't stay on your face. Oh no, it did. I'm just right now controlling the energy of the power of an Arrancer. How the hell are you able to do that? I don't know. I did it at an instant. But right now, I'm just trying to stable it enough so it doesn't reform on my face. And people are just confused about the mask the whole day. Because people seem to be able to see my just every move. Which is good. You're not dead, because they'd be questioning about that whole thing. Yeah, no shit. So Issei would have had a mask, a white hollow mask similar to that of, well, a certain blue-haired guy in Bleach, that being Grimjaw, but not the point. Also, Issei is going to, his personality might be similar to Grimjaw's. But this is where, well, he's not too aggressive or arrogant, but he is going to kind of think of himself as a king half the time, but not the point. Now, this is where, well, mostly Issei kind of just says, still, I'm kind of glad I'm no longer a devil. Exactly. Actually, but yeah, you're no longer a devil, so that means you don't sin too much. I'm surprised when you became, well, dead, that your aspect of death would be dead, died out of lust. You like straight up just kind of just died out of straight up kind of. This is where, well, I used to say, fuck off, Dietrich. No, I got my fucking aspect of death or betrayment. That feels like a motherfucker. I don't really feel the pain or any of that betrayment, but I don't care. Exactly. Now, what do we now need to practice on, Issei? Oh, I need to practice on a lot of things. First, I need to train on my strength. I need to know how strong I am in this basic human form with mostly my Arrancer strength with the hollow kind of reforming mask. Because I'm right now trying to control all my... I don't know what to say, but it's definitely not magic. Yeah, it's definitely not magic because there's that ability or whatever the hell that kind of energy is not magic. You are able to absorb something that is not something that people should be able to absorb. And the only person that I can think of that can probably absorb this is Hades. Oh yeah, the skeleton guy. I remember meeting him. Do you think if I talked to him he would know anything about what this is? How about we don't talk to him? He seems to be a little bit like an edgelord to my knowledge. True. Well, should I? I don't want to talk to Azo because Azo would tend to talk to mostly Surgex and then talk to Michael, and then they'll probably see me as a threat. Exactly. That at least you're mature to not just talk to straight up Azo. Because I would have also suggested this, but it seems like you're knowledgeable and quite smart in not talking to people about this. Certainly, you also have such a stoic ass face that people are mistaking you for being someone else. This is where, well, Issa says, I don't really care right now. I really do not care about people understanding, caring, or believing what I am. They can believe whatever. For what right now, all I care about right now is getting stronger. This is where, well, Dietrich says, and that's why I'm so proud of you, partner. I'm so proud. Like I can always just hug you. This race says, hey, don't you dare touch me, you damn dragon. Oh, come on, it was only a friendly hug. You don't gotta be so rude to me. This is where Dietrich said. This is where Issei said, whatever. So, of course, after mostly just spending a couple of hours in the ORC, Ria's talking about the different contracts and whatever bullshit and how Issei has about, like, basically nothing. She really hasn't kind of got any of the contracts that Issei has been trying to make an effort. Well, mostly, yeah, people knows that he tries to make an effort, but right now, Issei doesn't need contract to become stronger. He also realized that pretty much since he's no longer a devil, but he still has the evil pieces within him, he instead is not going to call them evil pieces, but hollow pieces, because entirely, they're literally hollow from the demonic magic from in them. So entirely, they are just a waste of space in his body, but he's just going to keep them there because he doesn't know if he can be able to transform without Rias' command. Because if that's able to happen, then he's going to not need Rias no more and can just fucking walk away. He can straight up walk away and not care about her. Like, she can straight up attack him with destruction magic, but he thinks that he will be fast enough to just kick her in his human form and just slam her into a wall. Like, me. Like, he doesn't care too much right now. But this is where, well, we go into a time skip about mostly what. Also ignore that was just a screw that fell down on the ground. Luckily, it didn't scratch my ground. This is where, well, mostly, other than that, we go into a time skip of Issei kind of just, right now, just straight up chilling. Not chilling entirely, he's just been training out in the forest, trying to punching the shit out of trees with just his bare hands, and realized that his bare hands are tough as shit. His whole entire skin is tough as shit. Actually, mostly the Arrancer aspect actually did fuse with his human body, making his skin very, very, very tough. That also being, he can take literally a dragon shot from his sacred gear. Also, he found out one thing that his sacred gear has become. Instead of having this nice crimson red color with golden kind of spikes and the kind of green gems, they literally became white, palish white, purely pale white. The spikes becoming silver and the gems becoming a ruby red, a blood ruby red. Which Issei said, Dietrich says, don't ask. I don't know, kid. Actually, I really do not know. This is where, well, mostly, Issei said, I see. But he can still use the crimson red flames, but they have a tint of white in them. This is where, well, mostly Issei says, this shit looks cool. I don't know about you, Dietrich, but this new boosted gear that I have looks fucking dope. This is where, well, mostly Dietrich says, I'm so happy my scales from inside is not the same color as that arm. But I'm just saddened that the crimson red color has disappeared. I'm basically gonna be looking like Albion, just with red gems and with not iconic wings of his. Who cares? This way you say you're insane. I'm going to really murder the shit out of anyone that pissed me off. This is where, well, mostly due to. So I had to cut this short, but other than that, bye, see you, and yeah, pretty much Issei just kind of boosted gear and everything has changed, and pretty much he's just been training for like mostly a week and a half, or not a week and a half, 2 weeks, but we then go into the POV of Kyoto. But for right now, I gotta leave it off here. Bye, soon, yeah. I couldn't get to the storyline which I wanted to get to, but other than that, I should record probably earlier. But yeah, bye, soon, yeah.